Okay, we are live. Chapter 3.
Yep, kind of.
Kind of. 3.5.
Yeah,
Yay!
go with that. Stuff
Works
happened.
great.
No one knows what it is because there was no one recording it. But yeah, things definitely happened. So, particularly with you there, uh, Zaskar, when you're about to come off the ship, the captain will actually withhold you from going immediately.
Oh yeah, I would have waited to see if she was interested in pointing out an interesting place or inviting me back to her place anyway.
She does seem to be intending to drag you along somewhere. And is not letting you quite off the ship quite yet, but she's not really like forcing you. She's just like making it just go like, yeah, just stay here for a moment. Don't go down yet. You see your other party members go down and end up separating into various little groups. Loris seems to have caught the attention of a really, really fat man that is on a one of those carryable chairs. I forget what
He's
they're
I like
called
found
off the
his
that.
top of
people. He'll be fine.
my head. Meanwhile, uh, Akar has gathered a lot of attention on himself as he is in the middle of talking to um boy, girl, something, gathering a lot of attention over there. He seems rather uncomfortable initially,
I ask
but
if they have
uh,
popcorn on board.
as things continue, they eventually seem to part on rather amicable terms. Besides that, where did I put your? What's the point of having that there if I don't see it? Jeez. Where did I put your stupid thing? You're probably in here. Yes, that's right. Probably right here. There we go. That was her name, Andromeda. Ooh, isn't that interesting? It appears that the High Priestess has gotten an interest in your furry friend there. Your other furry friend. You know, the normal one.
I still have a hangover and I don't think I'm drunk enough for this conversation.
Mm-hmm. Well, besides that, doesn't seem like anything too interesting is going on, but I think you should certainly see about meeting the harbor master, if you would be so amicable to it.
Yeah, no,
That way you could see about making sure everyone is registered correctly.
I feel attacked. Um, did you just trap me to doing paperwork for the group? Loras!
I ignore you.
Loras, come back! Motherfuckers!
Congratulations, you now learned what he was doing while you guys were busy. uh,
Fuck you too, Bacon!
that, that was a surprisingly awesome reaction, but yes, you're going to be doing paperwork. And if you want official documents, you'll actually also have to pay for them. If I remember, it will be about 100 gold for each sign of paper, and it'll take a few weeks to get to you.
Why do I want official paperwork?
That way that you could actually be somewhat official in the city and take jobs without having to do it underhanded. Don't worry, I'm sure that I can see about speeding up the process, but they do require the gold of some sort. It's to discourage less interesting people from trying to stay in Shelzar.
Hmm. Well, since these fuckers are banning me to do the paperwork, I'm sure Selna paying for them.
Alright.
So, about the job
you
you
go.
are gonna offer us, actually.
This will happen along the way to the harbor master then.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you'll be needing to first be officially recognized before you can see the more higher echelons that would be willing to really enjoy your presence. So it'll be a little while before we can see about doing that work. In the meantime, I could try and show you to any of the more interesting locales.
See, I've been drunk for most of the trip, but I'm getting the feeling that you're kinda screwing with me. So, here's how I'm seeing the situation. You want us to do a job for you. Okay, that's fair. You did really help me out.
I think you semi-misunderstood. It's not that I particularly want to do a specific job for me. It's that I wanted to make sure that you could get some jobs through me.
Either way, you'll be taking a cut.
Yes, that's fair, no?
So, you kind of been investing a lot of time in me. I get the feeling that you need my help to corral the stupider ones. Like that other cat, maybe Loris as well to some extent. See, what I'm trying to get at here is that, I don't know how long it will be until I can get a job, and since you have a vested interest in this, maybe you could pay part of the paperwork cost and then take it out of the first couple of jobs we do for you.
So you wish to bring your entire group along as well? I will be honest, my interest was primarily in you.
Well, yeah, I am very talented, but unfortunately, this body is meant for agility, not getting smashed in the face repeatedly. That's why I have the big dumb one with me. And the more targets there are on the field, the less likely someone's stabbing me.
I suppose it could very well be worth it. I will see about footing the bill on the paperwork, then. You will still need to be seeing about signing it, at least on your behalf, though.
Yeah, I'll try and make sure Tyus draws his X in the correct place as well.
Exactly. Good job.
I'm not sure he can actually
you guys will
write.
then start arriving at the harbor master's office. It's a rather large wooden building.
Mhm.
Doesn't look like it's actually particularly super well cared for. It's rather big, but definitely not particularly maintained.
See, you said all of that slavery descriptive stuff. What I heard was wood, flammable, better bargaining position.
So you and Andromeda enter the building. And there appears to be a man sitting at a desk way on the other end of a hall, of which there appears to be no other real workers around besides maybe some laborers carrying some stuff.
So it's like a warehouse?
Yep. It also appears to be next to several warehouses, except the other ones are actually better.
So this is the back way in.
More or less, yeah. So
Okay.
you go, she leads you up to him and introduces. So, Zaska, this is Harbormaster Waradi. He tries his best to keep things on tip-top shape with everything coming through, but things sometimes slip through the cracks.
Ah, a man
This'll be
of
the best place.
business. I can appreciate an enterprising fellow.
He gives you a rather large smile at that. He doesn't seem to have particularly descriptive features, just brown hair. He's a rather tan guy, really thin. Besides that, there's just a lot of paperwork all over his damn desk. Yes. It's a pleasure to meet you. Are you here about that ship that just came off? He looks at your furred body. Very, very different from anything else around that you've seen. Well,
Sure I have. Kind of. I mean, she's the captain, but I'm kind of, I suppose, looking for some work, and that requires paperwork, which is where you come in, I believe.
I see. That's great. All right then. So you're just looking to see about paperwork at the moment, or did you immediately want to see about starting some work as a laborer? We offer
Oh, no,
10 silver
honey,
pieces a
honey.
day.
I see. I'm not a laborer. I have this nasty propensity to throw magical fire all over the place when I get bored, and what you're offering sounds really fucking boring.
Oh yes, we don't really want that here now, do we? Well, in that case, would you happen to know anybody that would be looking for work?
Well, actually, I know this man who has been spending the last couple of months on a boat, not really exercising, drinking a lot. He could use a few days of sweating it out.
Well, I'll gladly accept anybody.
Just,
As long as you can put their application through.
he's currently
They
passed
can
out.
do papers
I'll
as well.
just keep him away from any sharp objects. He's rather good at hitting things. You might need to chain him down a bit to get a good day's work out of him, but he's very strong.
Oh, don't worry. We have Grog and Sog over here. Grog, Sog, we might be getting a new one soon. He might need a training period, just like you guys.
See,
See, they'll handle it.
I'm gonna bring him to his people. He'll feel so at home.
Very well. Well, let me get these papers ready. They're probably in the other office. I'll be right back. You can
Good
go ahead and
boss.
roll me a sense motive real quick, by the way.
Okay. That sounds like something I'm gonna be bad at. That's a skill, I believe.
It is. Wisdom check. It's a wisdom-based one.
Ah, yes, wisdom-based rolls are forte.
$12. Well, he's a happy-go-lucky fellow, ain't he? Real happy about you being here.
Andromeda, is this guy gonna try and fuck me?
Yes.
Let me do her roll. I know what her default response will be, but I need to know if she's detecting anything extra. Well, okay. Good to know. Huh. Yeah. Right before he saw you, he looked rather stressed. Then he's really happy. I think something's going down.
Hey, buddy, get back out here or I'm burning this warehouse down.
One moment! It'll just take a few seconds for the paper.
I cast burning
There we
hands.
go.
Fuck this dude.
What? No! No! That's my desk! That's my paperwork!
I don't do it at the paperwork. The warning shot goes at the closest cluster of boxes.
Oh, give me a luck roll.
What die? 20?
Just a 100. I need to know whether or not it's just flammable, worth stuff, or what.
Shit, how the fuck do I... It's die 1d 100, right?
It is. So I was thinking low was bad.
It's
Well, that's-
gunpowder.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I know what happens. It starts burning. And as it starts burning, it very quickly becomes obvious that whatever was in it was fairly flammable. You're not sure what it was, but definitely fairly flammable.
Turn to the laborers. If you want to live, I would make for the door.
They actually already started making for the door once they saw what was burning.
Andromeda, I believe we should run as well.
Wait, we need the paperwork. Andromeda rushes into the office before he can tell, just goes, "Ah, yes, thank you very much. Yes, have a great day."
I just grab a armful of paper from the desk, because some of that might be worth some money, and I just book it.
Oh, that poor fucker.
He shouldn't have tried to juke me. Fuck him.
Good luck. Oh boy, that's gonna make things interesting there. Alright, so you get out of there as the place starts filling up with some smoke. It's not gonna burn down the building or anything. The moment he gets back out, he's immediately putting water on it. But that's
See-
most unfortunate what happened to him.
Jekyll, see? This is why you don't ignore me when I ask you to do the paperwork instead. Because this is how Scar reacts.
Andromeda is gonna take you off to find whatever tavern you guys were supposed to meet at. Did they tell you?
I have no idea. Dice might know.
This is actually asking Jack over there. Would you have specifically went to go and
Yes, I
find
specifically
Daskar?
did shout out to him that where would it be
Yep.
going?
I know you shouted it, but he wasn't actually particularly listening at that point. So, were you going to actually go up and tell him?
Yeah, probably.
No, I
It's
could-
not a good idea to leave him running around without anyone checking out what he's doing.
All right. So, with that being the case, in that case, Loris does tell you before you all completely separate. He will come up and tell you, we've decided to go and stay at the Swindler and Axe right over there. So, just drop by, and we'll all eventually get back together over
Mhm.
there. So Andromeda will, oh wait, no. She just asked you if he told you. Or if you guys came to some kind of decision.
Swindler and something. It sounded like a really cool tavern. Probably best if I wait till Thais wakes before I go there, though. How likely am I gonna be bothered by city guards over that warehouse.
Well, we'll have to find that out later.
Well, I hope they get hazard pay.
By the way, just a quick question. Do you carry anything besides a dagger on your person?
On my person?
Yes.
In terms of actual weaponry?
Yes.
Unless you count the scrolls. I have a
No.
crossbow.
You have a crossbow?
Yeah.
Andromeda is going to lead you off to see about getting a peace bond on your crossbow.
What
so
the
that
fuck
the
is
guards
that?
don't bother you about it.
It's like a weapon permit?
No, a weapon permit would be different. A peace bond prevents it from working till it's removed.
I got a fake one.
So, do you have any peace bonds with special features?
I generally don't go around with weapons in that way most of the time, so I personally don't.
Okay, I'm
want
gonna
to
ask the
try and
same
find
thing to
somebody?
the dude that is putting it on.
You're going off to a guard's post because they actually have a little foundry at most of those.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So you're gonna ask one of the guards about it?
I'm gonna ask them if there's like special. I'm gonna word it a little different. I'm gonna ask that if for particularly respected citizens, there might be a different kind of peace bond that might be applied. And just how much respect costs these days.
Go ahead and just give me a really quick diplomacy check. I'm just looking for you to avoid a 1.
There you go, 23.
Plenty good. Well, you seem like a rather enterprising individual. I suppose that if somebody was to go to Hugh McHugh over on so-and-so street, he might be able to see about helping out with such a thing. Yes. I suppose that such things would be worth a wandering thought of 10 gold. Basically, he's withholding the street until you give him the gold.
And how much will the good master require for this service once I get there?
Let me see. I hear that he goes for about 50.
Ah, I see. Yeah, I'll just burn down the city if it comes to it. Go ahead and put on the real one.
So you haven't heard quite yet. I see. That's unfortunate. This peace bond is going to charge you as well.
I see. Don't pay you enough to booze every night, do they? Those fucking bastards.
Well, actually, I wish most of it went to us. Anything we get officially usually ends up being one of the tax person's cut.
I mean, how much does the real one cost?
20.
How about we call it a 10 and we forget mentioning that you did this and you have a drink on me this evening?
If you give me if I put the peace bond on, I need to hand over about 15.
Ah.
And the other 5 gets distributed.
Those people are just evil. I'm gonna give him 30, and I'm gonna tell him that, I saw who set fire to that warehouse. It was an orc. A big fucking orc. Tusks like you wouldn't believe. You should look into that and pass the news on.
Ah, yes, absolutely. I'll make sure everyone knows about this orc. This horrible, horrible orc. Did he happen to have like tusks? Maybe a tattoo?
Yeah, he had a mermaid, but it was weird because it was like an orc version of a mermaid on his like left bicep.
All right, I'll make sure it's mentioned to as many people as I can tell.
Okay, just let's redirect the suspicion there ever so slightly.
So there you go. You'd have a peace bond on your crossbow. There's no way to use it now, not until someone takes it off.
So that's like a blacksmithing thing. It's
Basically somebody took a piece of metal and semi-forged it where your crossbow bolt would go.
okay.
With swords and stuff, they would actually put it on the hilt and just prevent the sword or dagger from leaving. There is one exception, and Andromeda will just tell you this. Daggers are allowed in the city. All daggers. Daggers are fine.
Lovely. So instead of fighting like proper gentlemen, people just stab each other in the kidney a lot.
Or you can get a permit. Costs 100 gold.
You do know that if I stay here for long and I'm getting a feeling for how the city runs, I'm gonna burn the place down eventually.
Don't worry. Wouldn't be the first time. Or the 50.
So you have like a purge every few years where fire sweeps through.
There's various issues. We'll put it that way.
I could like this place.
Yeah. You'll find out. Don't worry. Well, I have some other business to be getting to. Once we get you back to the tavern, I'll see about getting back with my contacts and just hand over the paperwork to me tomorrow, and I'll make sure it gets to the proper hands. I don't think the harbor master is going to be accepting it anytime soon.
No, he would have fucked us anyway. I've been in a situation like that once before. Never again. I'm not waiting around for him to get back with some help.
Yeah, this just means I have to go back over to the tax and import office.
I'm so sorry. I'll make it up to you later.
At least we got the papers, though, so you can just get those done over the night.
Do you think any of this
do you have a
stuff
mask,
is...
by the way?
The mask?
Yeah, do you have a mask?
I can pull my hood down, wrap something around my face.
There's supposed to be something of a party going on near the harbor there. Apparently there's a masquerade kind of deal going on. Everyone is supposed to bring masks. Have some fun.
I can use magic to change my appearance. Does that work?
I think everyone will love it.
Then again, I don't think your people see many cats. Pretty lifelike, eh?
Well, good luck. However you want to go about it.
Okay. I'm gonna refrain from getting completely drunk until Tyus shows up. Or anyone else, essentially, because a place like this, I'm not getting drunk on my own.
So you enter the Swindler and Axe. As you do, you will notice that a car is there already, and having a mighty good time with the bartender, who is currently in the middle of telling a tale about apparently how once he was part of a group that went off into one of the guard towers and managed to find an entrance into the sewers. Unfortunately, a good 3 of them died, but at least he and the elf gal got out. The bartender he's apparently a dwarf. He is armed with tons of weapons all around him, and seems fairly well, how to put that into words? You know, as if he was wary of everything, but despite that was still really, really into talking about it.
Okay.
So when you enter through, Dorn is actually going to ask Akar, is that a friend of yours there?
Oh, it is. Hello, Saskar. Come, join. Have some drink.
Ah, another one! Don't worry, you will be dying in this tavern. Probably.
Well, I appreciate the sentiment. I always wanted to die in a tavern as it was burning down to the ground.
I hope it's not burning down.
Well, when I
that's
fight, I
suck.
throw fire
Oh, well.
everywhere, so, magic, so just... I hope that's not the case. I'm
Me
not...
too. Just good luck. I expect everyone to die eventually. Like that last guy a couple minutes ago. Yeah, it was most unfortunate, but he got
Did
kind of
Loris already
unfortunate.
get himself killed?
No, other guy. He seems cooler than Loris.
Oh, well. So...
But yes, welcome to the Swindler and Axe. What can I do for you?
Rooms probably for a few days. Did you already
Let's
get
see,
rooms?
that will probably be 10 gold pieces. If for a week, just like a car here.
Akar, who taught you how to bargain?
Nature?
Nature doesn't bargain, Akar. Nature just
Are you
fucks
sure?
you with fire ants.
Yeah. Something like that.
You
Don't
do...
worry. This is mostly for insurance policies. You never know when someone tries to go and skin the sorcerer in the room and suddenly my tavern is burning down. Kinda need to make sure I got reimbursement for that.
That's great. I start to stand up. I think I'm gonna go sleep on the ship. I'm glad you offered me your chance to do business with you, but I think I'll pass. Start slowly walking towards the door.
Yep, have a great day! I guess he didn't want any of my food. Ah, well.
Peek
He will
back
probably...
in. Tell Loris that I'm on the ship. Fuck this place.
Okay.
I'm gonna go sleep on the ship. It seems
Probably
slightly
like this.
safer.
When his human companion wakes up, he will be here.
So, when you go to get back on the ship, there's apparently some guards that are keeping anyone from going on or off at this moment, besides noted crew members, of which you are one.
I'm gonna ask them. So, did someone try to rob the place? Did something
Oh, no,
horrible
this is
happen?
this just happens all the time.
Did
You
someone
gotta keep some guards.
did someone paint something unflattering on the hull?
No, this is just standard procedure.
Standard procedure.
Yeah.
You're looking for smugglers, aren't you?
Hey, at least this way, they have to bribe us before they get on.
I like your spirit. I really do. You're a man of culture, I can see that. I'm gonna actually get some booze, and I'm gonna be encouraging the guards to have a drink with me until Thais wakes.
I think they'll be fairly amicable to it. They'll just keep at least one guy posted in the front just to make sure that anybody that's trying to at least take anything off the ship will pay a good fee.
Yeah, no,
Eventually that guy's gonna end up drunk too, though, so...
I'm not trying to move them from the gangplank. I just, drag something over to sit on and just right in front of it. Try and share some drinks with them.
So yeah, throughout your time, go ahead and give me, 2 gather information checks.
Oh boy. This is my chance to save Jackalor. Let's hope I roll shit. Okay.
Good job! Jackalor will be saved!
Fuck!
Gay?
And in fact, this is gonna be part of what why I said you're almost certainly gonna get up on this. When you're going around town, you're keeping an ear out particularly for any kind of way to try and get magic items, if I'm correct. Correct?
Yes, whenever there's a chance, I do try to fit in does anyone know where scrolls are sold, etc.
Most people say that you'll have to go over to like a wizard, sorcerer, things like that. However, when you're talking to some of them, they will mention that there is apparently a new smith in town that's only been around for a couple weeks. They are supposed to be one of the most amazing smiths ever. Apparently, they were a follower of... Let me double check what that bloody name was of that forge god. Here... Oh, of course. Didn't include the name of the god. Particular god of good and stuff. Gonna have to go find the bloody list again. But hey, whatever. And supposedly blessed by him to make many, many things. Apparently, her name is Natalie.
That sounds like a trap to me. Who the fuck named Natalie would be... No. Best stay away from crap like that. People like that
They give you an address for where to go, and apparently she can make just about anything. Like, literally, apparently.
Okay.
And by that, also because of your second check, you'll hear that apparently she was able to give a sorcerer some magic gloves.
I look down at my magic gloves. I'm good there.
Alright.
I'm gonna actually, eventually, if I'm not too drunk, and presumably I'm not exactly plying them with heavy liquor and more like beer, I'm gonna go find a car and ask him if he wants to, if he's still at the tavern. Ask him if
He'll still be at the tavern. If I remember right, he didn't really leave it. Loris will actually be there by the time you get back again.
Okay, I'm gonna ask the two of them if they want to go and check out something weird.
We in this timeline, did we already went to the market? Me and Loris?
Yes. This is towards the night at this point.
Yeah, I think I can't go. I have to finish some stuff for tomorrow. I will have to pull an all-nighter, sorry.
Dolores?
Where are we going?
I heard a weird rumor about someone who can just fart out magic items like it's nothing, apparently. I'm gonna go and see what it's all about.
Yeah, it sounds like something we should go check out.
Alright. Okay, good. I'm gonna change my appearance, I think, because cats are apparently very distinctive, and I want to look like one of the laborers from
Alright.
the warehouse, just like a random worker dude. I'm gonna use disguise self, which gives me 10 minutes per level, it's almost an hour. So essentially when we are getting closer to the place, so people don't remember me checking it out or talking to the gal.
Yep. Do you want to do that along the way? Because this is a pretty big city. It's going to take you
Yeah.
a while to head to
Essentially
where
when we
the apparently
are
does
a
business.
couple of streets away.
Alright.
Just, step into an alcove or something or doorway where I'm not in immediate sight and just disguise self.
Okay. That's good. That's good. Alright. So you disguise self as you go through the alleyway, etc. Then you start heading in.
I mean, I'm still with Loris, presumably, so
Yes.
he's still
So
noticeable.
Loris, oh yeah, I should describe real quick because the others know what's going on. You don't. As it is night, a lot of people came around near the harbor and started putting on masks and started basically having rather wild parties right outside.
Street
no-
party.
So this is like Roman type of party, not a normal type of party.
Yes.
Actually, Loris, why don't we go tomorrow? I don't think a lot of people here have seen a catfolk before.
They would be very interested, and someone got several offers on his way back. That was a car. You will also be getting several offers.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Let's go tomorrow. There's no rush.
Sure.
I'm gonna eventually make my way back to the ship after several long and fun hours.
Don't worry. Just roll a quick, what would be good for just random fleecing? Just people just asking you, hey, can you contribute to the wines? We want more wines, but take wine.
I don't think Zaskar is very willing to give up his money if he doesn't have to. He's a complete moron, but he's not easy to part from his cash, I would like to think.
That's why I just said to roll for the random fleecing if you lose it. I'm not sure what it would be. Maybe it would just be like will. Might just be will. Just a will save.
Alright.
Well, okay. Apparently they did pretty good.
Damn it.
I don't know how much gold you got left, but go ahead and just subtract, like, let's see, you lost by that much. Lose like 6 gold.
Okay, then I'm just gonna assume that I'm like throwing a couple silver pieces their way every time.
Yeah, basically. We need more wine. Help us buy wine.
Booze party!
Now, who you screwed, you're not completely sure. You'd have to see their backsides again, but you screwed several.
I'm gonna ask if Andromeda has a cure disease prepared when I get back.
Andromeda's not there. She went to do her business.
I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm just gonna pass out.
Alright. Congratulations, you went through your initial day. Oh, the morning comes. Not completely sure you guys know each other. What is exactly going on? Because Akar and Loris are the only ones that talk to each other about that.
Yeah, I didn't even mention my misadventures. I was too busy doing other things.
You guys haven't talked to each other about anything about what's going on. Good
think-
luck.
I think in the
Top level
morning
communication.
there is like this moment of, oh, what was I doing? Oh, fuck the paperwork! Start running towards the inn.
How fast do you get going, Loris, in the car? Do you guys stay around the inn for a little while in the morning for trying to just get up and going, or
We'll stay in the inn for a while.
at least until like breakfast or something?
Yeah, I don't want to bother my client too early.
Okay. What about you, Jack?
He went AFK, at least.
He went to AFK. Did you mention it?
At least on Fantasy Grounds, he's AFK.
I mean, it lists him as that, but he didn't say anything to anybody. Ah, well. I'll presume he's going to be staying asleep upstairs for the moment then.
Mm-hmm.
Just as it starts smelling like the barkeeper is getting some stuff ready for breakfast, Zaskar comes running through the door. He has a bunch of papers in his hands.
In the scroll case, please.
Fine. He has a bunch of papers in a scroll case.
Hello, Zaskar.
So,
Quite
yeah, hangover and head rush. Not a good combo. I need beer. I need beer so bad.
Oh, let me take a quick look here. We got... let's see. We got some brandy. We got some East Dragon Bitter. We got Gnomish Little Chuckle Grog. What are you looking for?
There is a moment of struggle where Zaskar contemplates asking for some water, but his nature wins out. What's the least strong stuff in that list? I just want a fucking beer. It's too early for heavy drinking.
Here, let's get you a clever Viscount brandy. I think that's probably the least alcohol content we got.
Okay, let me ask this a different way. If I light a match to it, will it burn?
I haven't tried that yet. What would we call that? Fire-breathing Viscount?
Dwarven bars. Fucking Dwarven bars. Every fucking time.
You can totally give it a shot if you'd like that.
Oh,
I don't give no guarantees, though. Would you like any food with it?
You know, just surprise me. Bring me a breakfast. Like a drink
Alright.
and something to eat. Akar, I'm gonna need your signature. I've arranged for us to have, like, work permits, I air quote.
Oh. Huh. Permits. Never had those. Sure.
I know it's a
but
novel feeling. I
I
pull out the paper. I'm gonna need Loris's as well. I
I
didn't
think
run
he's-
into Dias last night, so I actually need his as well.
I think that Loris is still sleeping.
Yeah,
What?
apparently.
Yeah, I don't know if he stay awake like me.
Right. Well, right here, you know how to sign, right? Like, you know how to write.
Yeah.
Because I'm not so sure about Dias.
He probably doesn't know how to write. I think if you mark an X, it will count for him. Or maybe you can just take his thumbprint.
Yeah, actually, that's a good idea. I'll do that.
So when you actually bring the papers out and see about looking at what they actually say, you'll realize that what these papers are actually about are apparently applying for an identity in Selzar.
Ooh, fancy.
Never had a passport. Family was too poor to bribe the bureaucrats.
Oh, by the way, Zaskar, the your lady friend from the ship, the captain, what was the god that she served?
And Keely,
Oh,
she
yeah.
calls out her its name sometimes when we are, it's weird.
I don't want to know, but yeah, I'm going to her temple. You want to go together? Maybe you can find her there. I have a client.
Oh, okay, I can't believe I'm getting involved, but what's the job?
Someone was interested in my alchemical products.
On a scale of 1 to political assassination, how poisonous are these products?
It varies from 3 to political assassination.
God damn it! It's been one day.
Apparently, people were very interested in getting in on their jobs.
I'm an efficient worker.
What did Loras get himself into?
Oh, he was talking with a fat guy. I think you saw him. He was offering a job. It seems that he liked some top-end rich merchant with lots of power and sell some very suspicious substances.
And Loras just got in. How much is that guy paying him?
I'm not sure. I don't think they define value and stuff like that.
You always ask for an agreement up front. What is wrong with that man?
I don't know. Was not too focused on his business, more on mine.
The scar face plants into the table. I'm just gonna stay like that until my breakfast is out.
So while you guys are looking over the papers, you'll actually find that you are agreeing to follow the laws of Shelzar,
Whoops.
etc. It includes a bit of excerpt on exactly what kind of punishments are generally given out.
So
For theft, you are looking at remuneration or prison term and a loss of hand. 5 years in prison and loss of hand for a second offense. For rape, you're looking at castration and or loss of appendage, of the offending appendage. For blasphemy, you're looking at a public flogging with a number of lashes based on severity of the offense. For trespassing, 1 to 6 months in prison. 5 years in prison for second offense. Weapons possession, variable stay in prison, 1 week times maximum weapons damage for first offense. Basically, however severe the lethality of the weapon will determine your stay. Arson is death by burning. Murder is death by beheading.
Whoops.
Treason is death by quartering. And assault is a variable stay in prison.
Yeah,
Which will just depend how badly you hurt somebody.
Okay, so
Casting of harmful magics. Variable stay in prison.
So, Akar, here's the thing. You are selling poisons to fuckers?
Actually, poison is the side effect.
There was one more thing, by the way. Casting of mind-affecting magics. 1 to 5 years in prison, depending on the severity.
I don't think I approve of this place.
And nobody cares about the rules. If you can pay enough, you can go away free. And if you kill the nearby guards, you can also go free.
You know,
But
it's
yeah,
funny you should... Did you already test this?
Our good friend here, the bartender, talk about a lot about that.
He told you a lot
yes.
of tales, and yes, you can totally get away with a whole shit ton of stuff.
That's good. So if someone was to hypothetically on their first day in town burn down a warehouse...
It would be fine, I think.
And if...
Also, don't go to the underground. It seems there's some like huge cave systems, and there is this death code of some ancient evil god that work as assassins.
Oh, no, that's good! That's good, people like that have a shit ton of money usually!
No, really, don't mess with them. They are usually
Well, not alone, we'll go together, it'll be great!
I already have my thing. Laura's awake.
Whenever you come downstairs.
I hear something about ancient death cults and robbing them.
I'm not sure we're quite that loud.
You sounded pretty loud to me.
Oh yeah, there was actually 2 more things, and I almost forgot them. Raising or commanding undead is death by quartering, and the piece is burned. Broken, false, or missing peace bond is 1 month of field labor per weapon. Just telling you what's noted on your paperwork.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But yeah, the bartender's overhearing some of what you're talking about, just because he's really close by.
Mm-hmm.
Dorn will mention, you're talking about the various laws. Don't worry about too much of it. Most everything you can bribe your way out of, or just avoid.
Yes, it's weird. I heard this weird story. Apparently some orc tried to burn down the harbor master's warehouse.
Yeah. So, the only thing I would actually say you should be very careful of is the stuff on, rape and all that. This is more of a public kind of thing. Anyone finds out you go around raping people, you're gonna get really fucked up.
Buddy, people love the fur. They ain't ever seen a cat hair.
That's exactly the point. No one needs to go around taking anything by force. Everybody here generally.
I feel like you're judging me unfairly right now.
I'm not judging you for shit. I'm just trying to warn you about your possible impending death if you do something.
I would be more plausible that we are the victims than the offenders, honestly.
That could be truth.
I remember
Note, if you go and accuse anyone of raping you, you could get them killed.
Good to know.
Most everything else no one's gonna really care about, though. There's almost never any kind of people being brought to court or anything unless you manage to piss off a noble. And even then, most of the time, it doesn't even matter what you're being charged with. It'll usually just go through because the judges
Don't give a fuck.
already bribed. So
does that noble part also apply to, I don't know, sorcerers?
if they got money,
Ah, yes, I know how these places function. Just like back home.
But yeah, oh, Loris, you are awake. You need to sign some papers.
Sure.
I arranged
What
for us to
papers?
get passports and local citizenship kind of things. Just sign there. Ignore all the horrible punishments. Apparently, they don't matter.
Okay. I assume you haven't done any of these things that they say.
No, I haven't. I did hear about someone else doing one of them, though.
That's good, because then we'd have problem.
You want to do your sense motive?
No, I don't even gonna bother.
No arson here, officer.
Technically, I think you still might win if you get a 20. I think.
In theory.
Oh no, definitely. He actually only has 19.
20 counts on as a +5.
Yep, that's right. So, yeah, you should be able to do it. Just give it a roll real quick. It's not a high chance, but you got a chance.
So you're saying there's a chance.
Nah.
Sense motive.
Oh, a car just got under him. Holy shit!
On a tie.
It goes to defender, so your bluff barely works out, but he'll be mildly suspicious of you. Basically, you got enough that he doesn't think you're lying, but you're maybe skirting around something.
I'm finished with my breakfast. I'm going to the Inkling Temple. Any of you guys want to go?
I'll wait. If Loris is going, I'll back you up. Just wait 10 minutes so I can eat.
Oh yeah, that's right. You got breakfast as well. So because you don't have a room, you charge it a lot for your stuff. It's gonna come out to like total of like 7 silver pieces.
Yep, definitely a tourist city.
Then he's gonna bring out a little nice casserole with some meat in it and covered in some kind of sauce. He says, "This is today's special. Should knock you right out of your socks."
I stop, fork halfway to my mouth, put it down. On a scale of 1 to dwarf meal, how dwarf did you make this?
1 out of 10. It's only just the ale sauce mostly.
Oh, yeah, no. Okay, that's fine. I start digging in.
You find that there's a rather interesting kind of vegetable in there, as well as the meat being really damn good, actually. As well as just being smothered in some kind of alcoholic beverage that has been turned into some kind of sauce.
Have you guys had this stuff? Whew! Now that's a breakfast.
Yep, it is fairly spicy. That's probably the worst part about it, but it's not like crazy spicy.
Mm.
Unless you really like spiciness. Then in that case, it's great. It's up to you, though.
I don't think Zaskar is necessarily that into food. He's more of a booze and other things kind of cat, but can probably appreciate a decent meal.
Okay.
He's probably had spicy stuff before.
Yep. Whatever vegetable in there is both very cool and very spicy.
Okay. So, Loris, what kind of trouble did
Yes?
you get yourself into last night?
I mean, I met some fat merchant dude. He was incredibly rich, from what I understand. Sells apparently amazing pastries. that I'm pretty sure are drugged, and you shouldn't taste unless you really want to get addicted to them. They also cost like 800 gold each.
It was 600, but yes.
Loris,
What was it? 800.
Loris,
Shit.
drug
Yes.
people. E- Please spend a month in the city before you get involved with the local drug baron. You don't know how not to
It'll
get
be
fucked.
fine. He's incredibly rich and likely has a lot of very lucrative work for us.
And we are new
And
in time, and no one would miss you if you were to accidentally vanish. You
Don't
know
worry.
what? You know what? Consider this your trial by fire. We used to have rich kids like you come into our part of town all the time. Usually didn't last a week. Those that did though were really fun, so we'll see how you do.
Don't worry, Zaskar. In a few months, I'm pretty sure that I can overthrow that guy as the new drug baron.
Yeah, I don't like politics. Okay, fine, let's just go to the fucking temple. Can I have my spells refreshed for the night that passed?
Never. Not a day. The
Reap!
menu's all the way over here. There you go. Alright, so that means you guys are now separating off. You're going to different spots.
No, I'm gonna back him up, but I'm assuming Loris is coming as well.
Oh, is Loris coming?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, you're all going over there. That's good.
Yeah, I don't want to be assaulted on the streets.
It's a. Actually, you know what I'm gonna try and do? I'm gonna try and essentially follow him like 15-20 feet back and try and make it look like we're not together. See if anyone does try to jump him.
Me?
No, a car. If you guys are okay with that, I can be
Yeah.
the
Oh, yes.
surprise aid that counter ambushes them.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
surprised no one mentioned their encounter with guards, but
It'll be fine.
guards are overrated.
Foreshadowing, what should I roll? Is it a move silently, a hide,
it would be more of a hide check rather than a move silent. Because what you're really trying to do is just not appear to be with them, right?
yeah.
So, yeah, not so much keeping your movements quiet as just looking like you belong somewhere else.
There we go, 14.
Okay, noted. Eventually, you guys will end up at the steps of a really, really massive building. It it apparently looks very close to a palace, actually. It is the size of about 6 buildings across, and it's pretty fucking high.
Yep, definitely one of the main gods here.
On the front of it is a rather interesting sign. There's a giant wheel. It has 8 spokes, each of which has different markings on it.
You know, internally, my Cormac self is screaming, "Nope! Get the grenades!"
Yep, let's see. And there are design carvings on the north wall, which is actually towards the front, so you'll be seeing one of these, but there's apparently a lot of emerald statues of 8 different figures.
What do the figures look like?
Oh, whoops, no, that's alright, they're not made of emerald, that's just different human statues, and a centerpiece that is a massive emerald.
So, any maps or just
No, not any real maps or anything.
description?
Yeah, I just
Out of curiosity.
go to the closest.
Yep. Besides that, there's some guards in the front, and they seem to be demanding 1 copper piece to enter.
That's fine. I give 1 copper piece, and I ask one of the guards, where can I find the High Priestess? She's
Which one?
Aishela.
Okay, so Ashella to do. So you're looking for the and Keeley. Okay. In that case, just head down the center hall. Make sure you don't get lost by going left or right. And eventually, once you hit the end, you take your first right, and then you take a right again about 3 doors down, and you should be near her quarters there.
Okay, thank you. We go to the priestess quarters.
So you enter, and Zaskar, did you get back together with them towards the end there, or you stay
Once
separated?
I will enter still behind them, but once we're actually on the inside, I will catch up with them as they're going into the bowels of the place.
Yep. They don't ask you any questions if you just pay them the copper piece.
Hmm.
So. All right. So you enter, and now I have to go bring up her character sheet real quick. Doo-doo-doo.
So,
Damn it.
Loras, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much of
There
a
we go.
trap do you think this is?
6, 7,
Yeah, I'm
maybe
feeling it.
5.
I'm feeling about the same, yeah. Keep your hand on that scepter of yours, will you?
Of course.
Alright. So,
And unlike
so-
you, I'm pretty sure I got the proper peace bond. Smiles. Mischievously.
Oh, did you go to that dude in that alley? What was his name?
Yes.
Where was it? It's all drunk at Haze. I remember going there, but I completely fucking forgot where it was.
Alright. So, as a car goes up to the door, do you knock? Do you kick it in? Do you
I
pick
just
the
knock on
lock?
the door. I
Alright.
knock on the door.
Throw it open, honey, I'm home!
One moment. I'm busy with this asshole. No, you better come on and just let it out. Let it out. There you go. There.
Ah, yes, a hangover. Beer helps with those. Have you tried giving him some?
That's not a bad idea. You hear a thump. All right, come in.
I just open the door.
So you come into the door. There's surprisingly not a very opulent room on the other side. It looks mostly rather regular. The only part that seems particularly luxurious is the bed. There's a lot of canvas and all kinds of billowing drapes everywhere around it.
Zaskar nods approvingly.
Besides that, just the only other ornate thing is actually a candelabra on one of the tables, which is lit at the moment. She comes from the other side of the bed, looking fairly disheveled of sorts. Just has some loose-fitting clothes on. Ah, welcome! Glad you could make it.
Yes, I got several different products that I can easily make with the local resources.
Oh, that's great! I can't wait to see about trying them out. And who are your friends here?
Oh, this is Oscar and Laura's.
Please, Zaskar the Magnificent.
Oh, Scar the Magnificent.
Laura's white tray. Pleasure to make an acquaintance.
Oh, hello, Loris. Pleasure to make your acquaintance as well. So, were you here for any particular reason, or are you just traveling around with a car?
Oh, we're just keeping an eye on my little cousin here. He does find the most interesting people.
I just
Wonderful.
go to a table, start putting the stuff on there. First I got the Devilweed, then the Baccaran, then the Sanish, then the Voltaire, and then the Dreamist.
Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. This all looks very interesting. How easily does everything come by with these?
Well, the products are categorized in order of value from Devilweed to Dreamist. I think that you will like the Dreamist, but it's very hard to produce with this stuff around here. I tried different versions so it can be more accessible, but if you want the real good one, you will need to get some with me. You need to, what's the name again? Make on demand.
Alright, so Dream Mist, you got the Vodare, Devilweed,
Baccarat and Spanish.
Makarad, and the Sonish. Alright. So she's gonna start giving each of them a bit of a try.
Just make sure you get the dosages right. Please. That priestess would be hard to explain.
Most of them are safe, but unless Streamist, you need to take a lot of caution. Even being a weaker version, I mean, if you want to use it in another way, you can also use as a strong poison, very deadly.
Ooh, how does that work?
You need to just inhale the fumes, but if you drink or is not water, it's too strong and may kill you.
Oh,
While
why,
using it,
that's a wonderful substance.
you can't do two doses, one after another, or it may be lethal. Usually when people use, they just when before starting, they make sure that they just throw away everything else that they have of the drug, so they can only use one dose.
I
As
see.
you can see, Akar is a bit of a prodigy in his chosen field of study.
That's wonderful. I can't wait to see how that one works. And the rest of these are just more regular types. She sees about trying out the Baccarin.
Yeah, Tipacarin is good. It's a light hallucinogen, almost no negative effects.
When she looks away, I want to use Silent Spell to make myself look like a lizard person. Like a really bright red one.
Alright.
That
Give it a shot.
raises the difficulty by 1, or the spell level by 1. And yeah, I'm trying to fuck with her.
Yep. Funnily enough, I don't have note of exactly all of her stuff, but I do have a lot of her other things, so... I have a feeling she notices you casting the spell even though you did it as silent.
God damn it, bitch.
She just gives you a smile.
Ah, well. Would have been funny if it worked.
Yes, this is interesting. But, this makes you see things. Woo.
Oh, you didn't try the Dreamist yet.
No, this is, the Bakaran.
Yeah. I just,
Apparently, part of its stuff is that they become a lot more susceptible to illusions and such, as it is a
yeah.
mild hallucinogen.
Yeah.
Okay. Woo.
Be careful to not abuse of the Dreamist. I wouldn't want someone of your stature having problems with my products.
Don't worry. I will be fine. Ooh. Let's go bring this. Oh, cool. All right, so that's how that works. Good to know. Going all back around. She again tries out the devil weed. She goes, "Well, what do I do with this stick?"
You just light the tip with some fire and you inhale the smoke. You just I help her to smoke the devil weed.
Thank you very much. Ah, that's some good shit. Woo. Alright, what else did you have besides the dream mist?
I have Voltaire and Sanish.
Alright, let's give it a shot.
Fucking drug baron. Piece of shit. If you kill the priestess, we are so fucked, you know.
Do I need to take anything with the Vaudare?
The Voltaire, let me see.
She's building a pharmacy of her own in her brain.
The fuck is Voltaire?
Loras?
Vaudare is usually mixed with honeyed water or a sweet wine because it's very bitter.
Yeah. It is on the most retarded place on the page. Something sweet. It's bitter.
Loras?
She goes get some honey.
You,
Put some of the powder
Yes,
in the
Oscar.
honey.
you figure she's gonna pass out when she's done testing this stuff?
I'm pretty sure she doesn't. She's done this before.
Oh yeah, but that's like 5 drugs. That's a cocktail.
True. She might have some special aid from her divine.
I mean, I'm just, at this price.
This is good. Ah, I know this feeling.
Loras, if she tries to molest you, I will protect you, and I hope you'll do the same for me.
Indeed, I will.
All right. So, what's this? What's this blue stuff?
God damn it.
It's Sanish.
All right. Let's give it a shot. She just takes it. Woo!
Yeah, it's more.
She's working on like fucking so much wisdom damage right now.
Akar, I'm pretty sure you're gonna find a lot of clients among the Ankili people.
Don't worry. I'll let this effect pass so she can enjoy the full effect of the dream mist.
Oh, okay. Let's try out the mist.
Wait a
Just
second, if she's taking wisdom damage. If she's below 10 wisdom, she can't cast spells. She's vulnerable, everyone!
Please don't murder her.
I recommend taking a while with the dream mist. I don't know how it works together with the other drugs. I don't want you to spoil the experience.
Ah, look, don't worry about it. Just do whatever you need to make it safe. I'm fine.
It's okay, honest, just put the drugs in the IV.
If you say so, I help her to use the
Oh
dream
my
mist.
fucking god, I just realized. 8-pointed star. Fucking degenerates. This is a Slanesh priestess! Help! This is heresy!
Wow.
This is fucking heresy! Help!
Guys, if you don't want to be under the effect, I recommend getting away when I'm helping with the mist. I just put some cloth over my nose.
Wait. We should drag this other guy out.
Nah, he's fine.
Yeah, we're gonna wait outside the door, try not to die.
All right. So you put it into a tea and boil it, right?
Yep.
Okay. Do you have a way to try to avoid taking any of the fumes in?
Have some cloth over my mouth, and after it starts boiling, I will just get away because she can take care of it, and I leave the room.
So, you found a way to get rich really quick, huh?
Yes, of course he did.
I'm
Yep.
proud of you, Akar. I really am. I didn't
You
think
know
you
the
had it
dream
in
mist?
you. Yeah?
You know the dream mist? I can probably get 600 gold for the current version that I have, 1,200 with the pure version.
Okay, so just make me a reflex save to try and avoid getting it in your mouth.
Reflex. Oh, fuck.
He does have the cloth. Does he get, is he that enough?
That was mostly for making sure the cloth was correctly positioned. That was just barely a failure. I was putting the DC at like 14, so you're gonna be affected as well.
Yeah.
You start seeing things everywhere.
So I'm just watching him and I'm seeing the pupils dilate.
Yep.
Yep.
Did you rush outside the moment you put the vapors on and everything?
He did.
Okay. So yep, you got some anyway. Well, because it's a lesser effect, it'll just be like 5 minutes worth. But woo, you
Okay.
now just start seeing everything.
I can't.
Everything.
My
anymore.
scales, they sparkle so bright.
But yes, basically the world starts turning into such a beautiful place. My gosh, I never lived before this moment.
Akar.
Enjoy just this moment.
Okay there, buddy. I'm gonna take a slow step back. You stay right there and enjoy. Ah, fuck.
Let's see. That's high. Those are those, but she doesn't care. Those are good. Okay. So you guys don't see the high priestess for a while. She seems to enjoy herself a lot in there.
I'm gonna suggest to the others that we go back to the central chamber and see if we recognize any of the gods there.
To be fair, your Ikar is also apparently rather out of it at the moment.
And gently lead a cart there, yes, until he sobers up.
Yeah. Right before you guys go, I think she's gonna open the door and go, "We have business agreement."
I turn away to avoid the contact guy.
And she tosses a bag at one of you. Like literally just one of you. She doesn't seem to be paying too much attention.
I'll try to grab it.
All
No,
right.
no,
Bitch.
mine. I just grabbed the back.
He spit.
Shiny stuff. So pretty.
All right. So I suppose because you're not going back in the room for a little bit, I'll go ahead and have you guys roll spot checks, each of you, from your time in the room to see if you noticed something. Nope. It's fairly hidden because of certain things, but
Nope.
nope. Nope.
We are completely useless.
Yep. Everybody missed it. Okay.
Are any of the gods here, ones we know about?
They're wandering the halls, certainly. Although they're not so much guards as
No,
just
gods,
very-
as in the statues.
Oh, no, not in this hall.
Okay. All local then. No, actually,
If you want, you guys can do me a listen check if you want to try and hear
Oh.
anything going on around.
I was actually gonna see about asking one of the guards that looks bored if he knows if there's a temple to my preferred god in the city.
What god do you follow?
What was the thing? Under notes? Holy Damara, the god of rogues.
Not that we know about.
I see.
I mean, if you're looking particularly for god of rogues and such,
Well, it's more along the lines of my god of rogues and
yeah, sorry, I don't think we know about it.
Right.
You could try and find if there should be a Drendari shrine somewhere. She's, you know, the one that's a patron of rogues.
I feel like that's a trap. Right. Right. There's... So, like this area of town, this is like the temple district?
Of sorts. This is the Grand Temple. It is actually the housing of all the major religions, all the major, gods. There's several other shrines around for lesser gods, and also, things like that. This is the place for, the big worship kind of deal.
Right, right. Well, thanks anyway. So, look around, see if I see my dude's place. As soon
Alright,
as my
so
friends are ready to go.
eventually a car comes out of his stupor about 5 minutes late after leaving.
I
You
just
try and check what she gave you.
yep.
So you open the bag. It is full of gold coins. When you count them, apparently there's about 500. But there's also a good about 50 platinum pieces as well. There's just one thing that seems to be off about them. There's a lot of blood everywhere.
It's fine. So 1,000 gold.
Yep, basically.
Yeah, looks like you're gonna have to dunk these into the bay. Don't use them until we have them washed.
1,000. Okay. Yeah. Uh, we should probably wait for her effects to end so I can talk what she wants exactly.
So, Lars, how likely are we gonna be to get stabbed on your thing?
Not very. 4 5 out of 10.
See, we're gonna be with the new king of drugs going to the old king of drugs. So that's a +3 right there.
I'm pretty sure he's a lot more high class than Akar here.
You take that back, you bitch!
Do you have any idea how fine and good the ingredients are for green mist?
I have never been much into drugs, no.
I just get closer to him. It's 600 gold just to produce.
Understandable.
You know, Akar, you really do remind me of the people I grew up with.
Thank you.
That wasn't entirely a compliment, but yeah.
I am well aware.
When do you have to be for your thing, Loris? How long can we wait here?
Uh, how long do we get to wait here?
Less than half an hour and she should be fine.
No, I meant for the
Oh.
for GM Epic.
Oh, your thing was just to come by at some point. There wasn't
Yeah,
actually a
there's no
time.
like any time really.
And what are you doing for him again?
They were going to discuss it because
Yes,
he actually didn't talk to the dude. He
We were going
talked
to
to
talk about
one
this.
of his stewards.
I just had a middleman right, that I was talking to at first.
You're gonna get yourself stabbed. You are gonna get yourself stabbed. Listen, I have work for us lined up. The ship's captain, she's gonna hook us up. She's gonna make sure we don't get too screwed because she's interested in taking a cut. She's gonna act as our agent. She's getting us papers. It's all arranged. You don't need to do this the risky way.
It'll be fine. Have a good feeling about this.
Oh no, you fucking did it. We're not doing this anymore. We are going back to the inn after we do his thing. Not after you said that. Not again. I've been there before.
It'll be
Okay,
just
so where do you
fine,
guys want to
man.
go?
We're gonna wait for the priestess to come down.
All right. Eventually, the priestess will come out the door. You guys still out here?
Oh, yes. I want to know what are you interested on getting you?
Yeah, this will take probably a good hour or two, by the way. So if you're waiting that long.
Yeah.
All
After he said that, I'm not going to Lors's thing.
right.
Not without a lot of convincing. Fuck him.
Are you
All right.
alone? It'd be fine. I'll show you.
Bye, Loris. Look forward to seeing your next character.
I should have picked up the dimension door.
You should have totally picked the dimension door.
Hmm.
All right. So, eventually she'll come out. Woo! That was good stuff. All right. Specifically, that dream mist. How much is that?
You want the pure version or the current version?
The pure one.
Yeah, as you are a great client and I see that we can do a lot of business with you, it's be 1,000 for the pure version.
All right. Absolutely. So you need some to. What do you need for like supplies and stuff?
I just tell her what are the supplies that I need to make it.
All right. I'll make sure to get it to you. Those cost that much. I get that. So if I'm getting you supplies for it, how much will it cost you to make it?
Just 400.
Okay, so 100. All right. Okay, I'll get you your batch in a week or so. Then we can really start seeing about getting a lot of this going. The rest of it is also really good. I might buy some of it, but I think you'd be probably better off just getting your own kind of deal going on wherever you're deciding to, live around here.
It's good to make business with you.
Okay. Also, I think I gave you the wrong bag. Here.
I look into the other bag.
It's the same thing, except there's not a bunch of blood in it.
Oh, we already cleaned this one. Thank you.
Yes. Let's not mention the other. Thank you very much. She just nabs the other bag away. Need to make sure this one goes okay. Yes. All right. Great doing business. Hope to see you again soon. She turns around and slaps the guard in the face. You two. Don't listen into other people's conversations.
How could you?
Into the
Eavesdropping! So very rude. I look him straight in the eye.
Yes, the guard was 100% eavesdropping and got slapped in the face rather hard.
When we are walking away, I just approach Loras and Zaskar. So, I still have a dose if you guys are interested.
No.
Pass.
That was lucrative.
All right. Where do you guys head off now?
Okay.
How long until we get her stuff done so we can start taking jobs properly?
You're basically done with her for the moment. She's going to give him a bunch of materials later. So.
For Andromeda, well, we need to hand over these papers, and normally it takes a couple of weeks, but she said she could get it done a lot faster, so few days, maybe a week.
Cool.
I guess we could go and listen to the guy, but if we get ambushed, you get to come along with one of my crazy schemes, and I get crazy when I get bored.
You know what? Let's do it. I'd like to live dangerously.
All right.
I'm
Did you want
gonna.
to see about getting onto that magic deed?
I think the magic smith thing can be a good thing.
We'll go after the merchant if we're still alive, I think. This is more interesting. There's chance to burn someone.
All right. So you guys start heading to where Pondless Finn told Loris to see about meeting him. Apparently it's on one of the outskirts amongst a lot of the farmland.
Ah, yes. A isolated location where no one will hear any screams. This is looking not suspicious at all, Loris. That's another +1. So you said initially 4 or 5? So that's an 8 or 9 now.
Yeah, I'm starting to agree with you as well.
No take backsies. I came all the way out here. You still owe me if you decide to turn back.
Oh yes, I stand by. I gave you my word after all.
All right. So let me just make sure what this means actually. Do that. Okay. Good. Okay. So you get offered to come inside. The guards know to let you in, but they are before they let the entire group in, they ask who your party members are.
They are my associates, and any jobs will be taken will be including them as far as. Of course, we'll be willing to split
One
to
of
some
us-
extent, but we'll.
One of us is his bodyguard, the other his mistress. Guess which is which.
Mm-hmm. Well, do you have papers identifying you yourselves as, well, who you say you are?
We are still in the process of applying for those. We just arrived.
We'll have to give you some apologies at the moment, but the only one we were told to expect was, the rather scaly-ish looking red-eyed one.
It's
Uh,
fine, you can trust us. Cats are an honorable people.
I mean, look, maybe once I might have believed that about snakes as well, but
Oh yeah, you can't trust snakes, they lie. Selfish bastards.
I throw a murderous glance at you.
Oh well, Loris, we tried. Guess you're just gonna have to help me with my thing.
Fuck it, I'll go inside.
And that's how we got him killed, Akar.
I think we should have his money back before.
Alright. So he goes inside. What do you guys want to do while you're waiting?
Try and listen for any screams, explosions, eldritch blasts.
Definitely he's going fairly in there. You're not gonna hear nothing.
So, how long have you been guarding this dude?
I was actually part of one of the first batches of guards. That puts me here at about 15 years now.
Holy crap, you have fucking tenure! Good job!
It's a pretty good job, yeah.
Is there anything to drink around here?
Sadly, because you're not guests, I'm not allowed to offer anything. I mean, we could maybe come to some kind of arrangement if you bought something, but it's really expensive here.
Ah, no, that's fine. I have some. No, it's actually pretty shitty wine, but I filled my water skin up on the ship. Do you want a drink?
No, I gotta stay on the job.
Well, if you change your mind, I take a drink, hand it to a car.
Yep.
Yeah, I take a sip.
It's really crappy.
I go to the Paula pass to me. So, working with this guy, how is the employee benefits? Is he a good boss?
Pretty amazing, actually. I'm making about 400 gold per 2 weeks.
So how likely is he to stab our friend?
I mean, I don't think he generally stabs people.
Oh, well, have him shot, incinerated, any which way, really.
Don't know. Unless he, like, insults him or something while meeting him, then...
Fuck!
But yeah, he's probably fine. Especially if he's here for a job. He's probably good. Don't worry about it.
Well,
Anyone
if
want to
it...
roll sense motive?
No, I'm just gonna tell him, well, if it turns out that this is an ambush and I end up killing you, I'm really sorry for incinerating you.
No.
I suppose I should give you warning. We currently have on staff about 2,000 guards at this villa alone.
Ooh, I like a challenge. Besides, they're not here. We are, and you are.
Yeah, yes. Along with about 20 in the room right behind me.
I said I like a challenge.
If we get into a tight corridor, how many you think you can deal at once, Askar?
About 50.
50. Yeah, it was like that in the ship.
Oh, right, yeah, when the Titan's blood made me go crazy and kill half the crew.
Mm-hmm. Yes, very impressed that you were able to kill sailors.
I'm tempted to take my surprise round now.
Jeez, you escalated things for him.
Do you really think we would let him just trap us in here and drive the encounter?
You're not trapped anywhere. You're outside the villa.
Oh, that's even better. That means we can retreat.
Yes.
That's the whole point, I'm pretty sure.
You're not indoors or nothing. You're just outside.
Well, if you do end up killing our quote-unquote friend, will we get his magic stuff back?
Probably not.
Yeah, I'm really sorry if I end up having to kill you.
Yeah. I don't think you'll be getting anything back if he ends up dying. But I doubt he'll die. Don't worry about it. So, switching off to Loris. You are being led through a very opulent villa. There's tons of all kinds of just rich stuff everywhere. There's portraits, statues, fucking jeweled teacups, all kinds of shit.
Sounds awesome.
Goodbye,
You
Jackalore.
Get led to a room in which, when you enter, Pawnless Finn is sitting on a couch a very ornate couch, and he seems to be taking up all the room on it. But and around him are definitely guards, but no one seems to be particularly set up or worried or anything. On the table are tons of those pastries actually that you saw from earlier, as well as many other kinds of food and drink. It appears that there were some visitors beforehand, as some of it has already been, but there's still plenty left over. Ah, so you're the one. I am Paul Finn, and you seem to be rather interested. If you want to take a seat.
With a voice like that, there is no way he's legit. Run.
I'm going to say, thank you for seeing me, Mr. Finn.
Yes, I suppose that we should get down to business of sorts. So, what were you expecting as payment for various kinds of services, say bodyguarding or possible magic item retrieval? What would your services charge?
Well, for the bodyguarding, it would highly depend on how dangerous how dangerous it would be for the person in question. But usually I don't do that kind of stuff. It's not really my forte. However, retrieving magic items, that is something I definitely could do.
Yes, I see. So, what particular skills exactly do you have?
Demonstrate Jackalor and his guards. Just casually reach out a hand and vaporize a couple of people. Best way to show him what you are capable of.
How expendable are the guards around here?
I mean, fairly. Why?
Oh, just nothing. I'm going to activate Eldritch Blast, maximize it. I'm not going to activate Eldritch Chain in this case. I'm not
Okay,
going
so you're
to...
Eldritch blasting one of them?
Yes, I'm Eldritch Blasting one of the guards.
Poor guards. Alright. Go ahead and roll.
I assume I won't be doing a target thing?
Just see about rolling the stuff, and we'll just see what it does. So you
Oh,
touch.
shoot, I want to hit, because I don't have my War Scepter. How the fuck do I change this stuff?
You should have your Warlock Scepter on you.
Oh, well, yeah, fair enough. You're right. So I assume that hits?
Let's see. 8 plus 7. His
15.
His touch is 12. Definitely. You definitely hit.
And maximized, I wasn't activating anything else, so it's just going to be... let me clear out some of these dice.
Go on, Jackalor, delete the bitch.
This is where I start putting in a possible encounter. Let's see. Oh, well, this is going to surprise you a bit.
He lived?
Yes. He's horribly fucking wounded, and he has a giant hole in his chest. He is technically bleeding out.
As a small demonstration of my powers, I held back a bit so it wouldn't cause him to die unless he would be incredibly weak.
Ah, I see. That's some pretty decent firepower you pack around. Do you do anything else?
Oh fuck, he's
Yes,
a
because you'll
Texan
help our friend.
Jackalor.
I have multiple supernatural abilities, like being able to, at will, identify items.
Oh, yes, that's very useful finding guide. Yeah, that's very good. All right. And how do you go about doing this thing?
Rape.
Well, I
Asmodeus is a personal friend.
uh, I made a pact with a powerful being, and it gave me the power to bring justice to the world. Yes, I'd like to roll bluff.
Literally more
Go
than he
ahead,
stole the
roll your
fucking
bluff.
party.
Go roll bluff. He'll do his thing.
Messiah, protect your servant.
Yeah, good job. Ah, yes. So, what kind of being gave you powers exactly?
Hmm.
Greater angel.
Other dimensional demigod.
A being from another plane, as I'm sure you expected. I'm not certain if how exactly the exact plane he came from.
Liar.
I see. So, how exactly does this power come about yourself? Are you like a sorcerer, a wizard? Did you learn it at this being's knees, or?
It is granted to me by the pact itself.
Oh, I see. See, that's very interesting.
He's giving you a way out and you're just digging yourself in deeper.
Well, that's amazing. I'd gladly hire somebody. Uh, so, uh, what kind of fee would you be looking at, generally speaking?
I prefer to be paid in souls, actually.
The guards are in the background trying to help the one guy, but he died while they were trying to bring him for medical attention.
Savage.
Uh, let's see here. What do I personally know of how I would if I may have been a noble. Probably hired adventurers before myself.
Sure. It
So
would
like,
depend how
what kind
much you're
of
willing to do and how threatening it is. From where you're from, probably offering a couple hundred gold would usually do it.
Hmm. A base of around 500 gold for someone of my skills. Of course, including not including hazard pay and other things.
Yes, yes. All right. So in that case, I'll see about offering a baseline of 1,000 then. Yes, that sounds about correct. Give me just one moment. Need to go find the appropriate paperwork.
Yeah,
Gonna
Jackalor,
see
this
about
is where you
getting
run.
up. Starts walking towards the room. Not just to your side, really.
Jackalor, run, run, run. I was here before at the start. He figured out what you are. You're about to die.
Ah, yes, that's what that was. Okay, good, goody, good. Oh, good like that, go like that. He is like this. Give me a will save.
Sure.
Turns out he's actually lawful good and you are so fucked.
Okay, +4. Good.
Yes.
So, while just sitting around in the room, the aroma from the foodstuffs is getting to you, but while amazingly delicious smelling, you still can just choose whether or not you want to eat some of it. It's expensive as fuck food, so it's up to you. Do you want to try and eat any of it?
Do you want a crippling addiction, Jackalor? Choose wisely.
No, I as it happens, don't. I can't imagine why.
I mean, if you really want an addiction, get it with me. It's cheaper.
Probably, yeah.
Alright, so that's all good on that front then. You don't try any of it at all, though? Nothing?
I'll take what's expected of anyone to like small nibbles and shit.
Oh,
No, don't,
okay.
don't,
Give me
don't.
another will save.
Jackalor, I love your decision making today.
You're so stupid.
Okay, so, yes. It appears that we are going this way. So, after eating one of them, just trying to take some nibbles, your mind is overcome. It is amazing. This jellied fruit is awesome. You can't stop eating it. You start eating it. You keep eating it. You eat more and more. You just can't pay attention to anything else going on. You're just eating and eating.
So when is the point I start taking HP damage?
I think I'm going to fade to black on that part because what happens next is better for discovery rather than being told as it goes. Let me just go check up on exactly the effect here, because I'm pretty sure there's nothing you can do at that point.
F.
There was multiple things you could have done to avoid this, but none of them happened.
I guess I should have just kept my mouth shut for once. Tends to be the case.
So let's see. The effect of this is finger. Yep. So you just start eating everything, and this will last like 7 minutes.
Cool. Can I eat the guards?
They're not currently food, and there's a lot of other food next.
Well, there is
Shit,
the
there's
one. There is the dead one who's half cooked.
Hmm.
If you
Is he
run out of
dead?
food, you are so hungry you will eat the dead body, yes. Whether or not that happens, you'll find out in a little bit. So, guys, he doesn't seem to be coming back out, especially not for a long time at least.
Jaskar is probably distracted by trying to fuck with the guards and drinking. So, yeah, I'm quite happy to wait for a bit.
Oh, of course, Bacon literally just be right backs right.
Yep.
Should we take break real quick?
Yeah, we're at about
Sure.
the midpoint if we're gonna end at
Yep.
11.
Fade
So.
to black as suddenly Loris starts just gorging himself on all food.